Hello everyone, my name is Ms. Nisha Udani, and today we will continue with our subject Human Resource Management. In today's lecture, we will see scientific procedure of selection. Okay, till now we understood what is selection, what are ways to do selection. Okay, now we will see the procedure or the steps in process of selection. Okay, the first step is job analysis. Job analysis is a basis for selection of the right candidate. Every organization should finalize the job analysis, job description, job specification before proceeding to the next procedure of selection. Okay, so job analysis means what? Deciding what we want, what we have, and what we want. What kind of job vacancy is available in the organization? What kind of employees we need for the organization? How many employees we need for the organization? Deciding that, understanding that is nothing but job analysis. Okay, so the next step is recruitment. Recruitment refers to the process of searching for the right prospective employees and stimulating them to apply for the jobs in an organization. Okay, like we studied in last lecture, recruitment meaning it's the same given over here. Recruitment is what? It is a process of finding the right candidates and motivating them to apply for the organization's job. Okay, here what we are doing, we are searching for the right perspective and then stimulating them or motivating them to apply for our organization by through various medias, through various channels. Like we give advertisement in newspapers, we give advertisement on internet. Okay, so in recruitment we are finding the people and motivating them to apply for the job. Next is application form. Application form is also called as application blank. This technique is widely used for securing information. It can also be used as a device to screen the candidates at the preliminary level. Many companies formulate their own kind of application form depending on the size and the nature of the business. Information regarding name, gender, education qualification, experience, hobbies, age references, etc. are asked generally. Okay, so application form means what? It is basically a written form that candidates fill in. Okay, it's like a biodata that you fill in for job interview. Okay, in this you describe your basic name, your basic information, like what is your name, what is your age, where have you worked before, what are your qualifications, what are your experiences, what are your hobbies, etc. This helps the organization to know what kind of candidates have applied in the organization and are they suitable for the organization's current position or not. Okay, so this is application form, the just basic and the most preliminary step that happens almost in every organization. And the application forms changes from company to company. Okay, many companies make the application form according to their business structure, according to the need of the business. Okay, so next is written examination. Companies conduct written examination for qualified candidates after they are screened on the basis of application so as to measure candidates' arithmetic skills, aptitude, general knowledge in various disciplines, etc. Okay, so now is written examination. Okay, written examination means what? The company conducts the written examination. Like if you see the companies like Tata or Infosys, they usually, when they do campus interviews, they conduct the written examination. Why do they conduct a written examination? So they can bifurcate from the large number of people, so they can bifurcate the students. They can know who is how much smart, who has more arithmetic skill, who has what level of aptitude, who has what level of knowledge, how much general knowledge these kids have or these candidates have. Okay, written examination is very useful when there is a large number of candidates available. Okay, when there are large number of prospective employees, you use this method of written examination. Okay, here one important thing in selection procedure, you do not follow all 10 to 12 procedures that are. You select few according to the need and the demand of the organization and you continue that. Okay, when there is large number of employee or candidates or large number of people available for the interview who have applied for the interview, you can use this technique so that you can bifurcate the people and find out in the easiest way what kind of candidates you require. Okay, Next is preliminary interview. Preliminary interviews are short duration interviews, also known as stand-up interviews. It is done to get the basic information of the candidates. These interviews may be conducted to assess the HR of the company. Okay, preliminary interview means what? The basic interview that happens. A short duration interviews happen. In that, what the interviewer does is that he asks you what is your name, qualification, and general details. Okay, here they do not ask your skills. Here they do not ask anything much in detail or related to job description, but they just ask you general information, and this is a very quick interview that happens. Okay, in this interview, what the interviewer sees is your confidence, is your basic knowledge, is what is your age, how much is your experience, what kind of skill set you have, what kind of hobbies you have. Just like you can say application form, this is just an interview style application form that you are giving. Okay, here you, instead of writing, you talk about yourself. Okay, this preliminary interview gives the basic overview of what kind of candidates have come for interview, or what kind of candidates have applied for the job vacancy that is available in the organization. Okay, now next is business games. Business games help evaluate the candidate's area of decision making, identifying their policies, handling the situation, problem solving skills, human relation skills, etc. Participants are placed in a hypothetical situation and are required to play the role situation games. Okay, business games means what? These are little games, or these are little scenarios that the interviewers or the company who is recruiting people gives to the candidates and asks them to respond to the particular situation or particular scenarios. Example, there is an interview going on, so they ask the person, what will you do if there is a fire alarm going on? Okay, so what kind of steps the person is thinking of, what kind of actions the person is going to take, decides what kind of skill level you have, what kind of knowledge you have, what kind of human relationship skills you have. All these things come through these business games. Okay, these business games means what? You're given a scenario, you're giving a hypothetical situation, a fake just a imaginary situation, and you are asked, how will you react to that situation, how will you respond to that situation. This tells a lot about what kind of person that candidate is, what kind of skill sets, what kind of knowledge that person has, how much a person is sensitive, or how much a person is you can say sharp minded or headstrong. These all things come to know from these business games. Okay, it is not necessary that every company follows these business games, but when there is a situation, or when the job description is a tricky one, which is usually involved with human resources, or usually involved with a little risk, or with many challenges coming on daily basis, then these business games are given a chance. Okay, like if you are looking for a store manager, you could play the game of business, you could try the business games, so that you can know if that particular person who has come as for the particular candidate who has come for the interview of store manager is able to handle the customer's anger, is able to handle the emergencies that happen in the organization. Okay, after business games, let's see group discussion. Group discussion is used in order to secure further information regarding the suitability of the candidate for the job. It is a method where the group of successful applicants are brought around the conference table and asked to discuss either a case study or subject matter. The candidates in the group are required to analyze, discuss, find alternative solutions, and select the sound solution. Okay. Group discussion means what? The candidates who are eligible for further interview, or the candidates who have succeeded in their preliminary interviews are asked to come together. Okay, here they have come together and discuss about a particular case study or particular general topic that, or you can say sensational topic that is currently in news, or any kind of discussion happens, any kind of specific topic is given to this the group, and they are asked to discuss over it, they are asked to give their viewpoints and come to the conclusion. Here what is tested from the candidates is how they work in the team, how is the communication skills, Are they very rude people? Are they very shy person? What kind of person that is there any leader in the group? Is there any follower in the group? How the group functions or how each individual in the group performs is closely observed here by the interviewer. Okay, in group discussion, the thing that is seen more is how the person reacts to the environment, how the person reacts to the group working. Okay, here the teamwork is seen. Here how the person reacts to the other person, how the person reacts when somebody disagrees with that person. These all things are observed by the interviewer. Okay, next procedure is test. These tests help management in the evaluating the psychological abilities and potentials of the candidate based on psychological factors essential to perform the given job effectively. Tests like aptitude test, intelligence test, psychomotor test, job knowledge test, etc. are taken according to the job requirements. Okay. Here test means what? Different kind of written test or oral test kind of things are taken. Okay, this is not a compulsory thing to do, but tests are usually seen so that how the person reacts to stress, or how much knowledge that person has, or what kind of psychological skill set that person has. Okay, what kind of psychology that person has, how that person handles stress, how the person is good in solving the problems. These all things as seen during the test. Okay, there are many tests like aptitude test, means what kind of knowledge that person is, how much skillful he is in solving the problems. Next is intelligence test, how much intelligent that person is, the IQ test, whatever that happen, those tests. Next, psychomotor test. Psychomotor test means what? How your psychology, how your brain works, how fast your brain works, how the knowledge is processed in your brain, how the emotion is processed in your brain. That's test. Then job knowledge test, etc. Job knowledge test means what? How much knowledge about regarding the job that person has. Okay, these tests are more in depth with the knowledge, with the job description. Okay, the front, before we saw the written examination, that is just more about the general knowledge or general skill sets that we are talking about. In this test, we are specifically talking about the subjects, or talking about asking about the things that are more specific to the job description, or what kind of person we want for our you can say position that is available in the organization. Okay, here the tests are more inclined toward the job description, more inclined to the job specifications. Okay, next is final interview. Final interview is followed by testing. This is the most essential step in selection. In this step, the interviewer matches the information obtained by the candidate through various means to the job requirements and information obtained through its own observation. The interviewer here not only observes the skills, knowledge, aptitude, but also confidence, stress management skills, discipline, behavior, etc. Okay, here in final interview, what means what? The final interview skills happens. Okay, this is all performed by every organization takes the final interview before accepting or rejecting somebody else. Okay, so in final interview, whatever the knowledge we have got about the candidate till now, it is compared to actual when the person has come. Okay, you have studied from the written test that his skills are very good, his IQ is very great. Okay, so when that person is coming for interview, you are actually checking whatever the written test IQ is given, and whatever person has his IQ, and whenever asked questions, is that matching or not, how the person is behaving, how the person is reacting, how is the how much confidence level that person has, is that person rude, is that person disciplined, or is that person very shy, or is that person very nervous. Okay, these all skills or this all behavior is observed by the interviewer. Okay, here the interviewer's work is more of observing the candidate, more of seeing whether or not he or she will fit according to the environment of the company. Okay, so this is final interview. Next is medical examination. Certain jobs require certain physical qualities like clear vision, perfect hearing, unusual stamina, tolerance of hard working, minimum height, minimum weight, etc. Medical examinations reveal whether the candidates possess the certain qualities or not. Okay, so in medical examination, it does not happen in every kind of interview. Okay, there are many interviews that require medical examinations. Let's take the example for that army, navy, police, air flights, okay, helicopter, pilots. These all people are there. They have the medical criteria. If they do not fit according to the medical criteria they have, they cannot be pilot, they cannot be army person, they cannot be navy person, okay, they cannot serve the country, because these restrictions are necessary for the completion of the job. Okay, the height should be perfect, the height should be minimum, the minimum height should they have, they shouldn't exceed the specific weight. These all restrictions, these all, you can say, restrictions that are put are physical. Okay, these are all physical. These do not deal with mental abilities, they deal just with physical abilities. How strong that person is, how fast how much stamina they have, how fast they can run. Okay, these medical examinations are taken because the physical requirement for that particular job is there. Okay, though no one does a medical test for, you can say, IT engineering, okay, or MBA as a manager. You won't do a medical examination over that, but it is necessary for to do medical examination when you are thinking of army or you are thinking of pilot, because it is required. These necessities are required. Okay, without these the job cannot be done perfectly. Okay, so let's study the next one ahead. Next is references. References, and what do you mean by references? After final interview and medical test, interviewer collects references. The candidates are required to give the name of reference in their application form. These may be the reference from the people who are familiar with the candidate's academic achievements, or from applicant's previous job employment, who is very well versed with the applicant's job performance, period of employment, pay, etc. Okay, reference means what? Someone who is going to refer you. Okay, so like your college gives you a leaving certificate. In that leaving certificate they write a little note underneath, okay, or in your school LC there's a little note under it written there, the person is very well, okay, he is very capable or she is very capable. Okay, these reference notes are important. Okay, these reference notes are important because they show somebody's trust in you, they show somebody who has worked with you and their knowledge about you. Okay, interviewer can't just select you on your basis of skills, on your basis of mental ability or physical abilities. They need to have some reference, they need to have someone to which they can contact and know what kind of skill set you have, because they have worked with you, because they know you personally. Okay, when suppose you are fresher, you get a reference from your college, from your best from teachers who think that you are capable of getting a good job. Okay, if you are not a fresher, if you are already experienced person, if you are leaving one job and going to another, applying for another job, then you require reference from the previous employment manager. Okay, previous employment boss, he needs to give you the reference, because he can tell what kind of person you are when you actually work. Okay, what kind of skill sets you have, what kind of durations you worked, why did you leave the group, why did you leave the organization, what kind of pay and the other facilities were given to you. These all references are given by the candidate to the interviewing company, so that they can be ensured that the person we are choosing is right or is of a value, so that they can take them in the organization. Okay, so next is line manager's decision. Line manager concerned has to make the final decision whether to select or reject a candidate after collecting the required information through different techniques. The line manager has to take care while deciding, not only because of the economic implications but also behavioral and social implications. Okay, so the last decision is taken by the line manager. Okay, line manager means what? Means though that manager under whom you are actually going to work, that person under whom the actual candidate is going to work, the final call depends on that person, because he or she has to see overall organization's environment. He or she has to see what kind of candidate is available now, or who has passed all these tests and requirements of the organization, and then he can conclude whether that person is suitable for the organization or not. Okay, because if you take a wrong guy or a wrong candidate in your organization, there are many chances that the work environment will be disturbed. Work environment would have a negative effect because of just wrong selection of an employee. Okay, so this is a final call that is taken by the line manager, and he has to decide, not because only of economical implications, not because only he has to pay him, but also how is that candidate going to affect the organization overall. Okay, so last but not the least, employment. Okay, in employment, what does employment means? It means actually employing or actually hiring the person who has completed all the steps before. Okay, after taking the final decision by the line manager, the organization has to intimate the decision to the candidate. The organization sends the appointment order to the successful candidates accordingly. Okay, so in employment means what? The candidates who have come through a whole this journey, or who have faced many steps of selection and are finally selected or rejected, these candidates are to be informed whether they are rejected or selected. And if those people who are selected should be given the appointment letter according to the need of the organization. Do the company need this person to join in next month, or next year, or next 3 months later, or next 6 months later? This appointment letter is to be given by the organization. Okay, so this was whole process of selection. Not every steps, according a total 13 steps these are, not every step happens. Okay, you can skip the few according to the need of the organization, according to the job requirement, according to the job specification. Some steps can be skipped, some steps are compulsorily taken. Okay, so these were the selection procedure, and in next lecture we will see another point ahead. Okay, thank you.